Hey guys, it is Nick here with another Nick's Topics Dragon Ball What If topic video for today. And today, we are getting into part 2 of my second Dragon Ball What If topic on this channel. And that one is, what if Giran became a Z fighter? Now, this is an underused character like Hercule that I think as a Z fighter would definitely change the world of Dragon Ball as a whole. And so far, if you watch the first part, you see he's making a pretty few good changes. Also, he has not learned the Kamehameha from Roshi becoming a Z fighter yet, but he will get that move. It's not that I think that Giran wouldn't get it, it's just a little bit of time. He wants to master his Gummin stuff first, but he does have Ki Blasts. Anyway, we recap the last episode with General Blue's defeat and not being killed by the likes of Mercenary Tao. And Mercenary Tao's entrance is where we left off in the last episode. Now, the whole thing with Mercenary Tao killing Bora and stuff like that goes pretty much the same, except for the fact that Giran is there alongside of Goku and Upa, and yeah. Mercenary Tao then looks at Kid Goku and Giran. He sees Giran as a threat, sort of. Well, not really. He sees Giran more as a threat than Goku, because Goku's just a kid. But, as the match begins, he finds himself very surprised. Because, not only is Giran more powerful than he thought he would be, but Goku is even more powerful than that! And these two teamwork and stuff, it's not as perfect as Goku and Hercule, not yet. But it is drastic enough to note that these two can work in sync to a degree. Eventually, out of tricks, using up all of them, Tao tries his bomb attack, but we all know how that ended up in the original series. Not well. So, Tao is defeated. After Tao's defeat, Goku and Giran decide to venture up to Korin's tower, because what they were told by Bora before he died about Korin's tower intrigued them, especially Giran. So, they fly up to the top of Korin's tower, because Giran can fly, and then eventually come face to face with Korin. Now, of course, since the two did not climb the tower, and rather cheated, according to Korin, then they have to actually climb and do the whole old sacred water test and everything. And Giran, even though the water is actually just normal water, gets a good workout of the training as well as Goku, making him the second strongest as of this point. Korin is also very much amazed by Giran's growth, knowing him in the past for being more of a not bad guy, but just not a good guy. He's very impressed and actually compliments him. We then get into the Red Ribbon Headquarters saga, basically the end of the Red Ribbon arc. And besides Giran being there, as I said, the entrance goes pretty much the same exact way. Up until the point where Staff Officer Black comes in. With Giran backing Goku up, Staff Officer Black has, no answer to any of their attacks. He is just barely able to even escape the gum. And when he does, and even when he pulls out his mech robot, it's ultimately useless. Because even if the gum does not contain him, Goku and Giran's power stops him entirely. He has no answer for any of it. He's just barely able to hold off one whenever both of them defeat him. And thus ends the Red Ribbon arc. We then get into the Fortune Teller Baba saga, and pretty much the entrance to that goes the same way, with Giran being kind of intrigued by Fortune Teller Baba, also suspicious. Krillin still loses to Fangs, then Upa and Poir have to step in and help him. Yamcha still faces the Invisible Man the same exact way, and loses to Bandages the Mummy. But then, the next one to fight against Bandages is Giran himself. Now, whenever Bandages tries to trap Giran with his bandages, Giran decides to take this opportunity to basically do a rehash of what General Blue did to him, basically a paralyzation match, and turns the tide around in his favor and wins the match. Because General Blue had his paralyzation technique. Giran didn't get a chance to rehash it, really, so he figured, new target. Then we get to the fight with Devilman, where Devilman tries to use his Devil Might Beam. Now, originally, against the original Giran, when we first meet him, this technique might have worked. But Giran, not Giran, Giran, the names are kind of confusing. Sorry about that. That's my first mistake with that. You'll notice I probably will make more. Anyway, he's been redeemed. Whatever bad factors were there, they're gone. So he easily outshuns this. But, Devilman is still a good amount of stronger than him. Not by much, but enough to note that Giran can't win this fight. And eventually, Giran concedes. Because against Goku, Giran knew when to give up. So that just proves another thing, that Giran wasn't a bad guy. He was just mischievous and cocky to a degree. So Giran gives up the fight, leaving Goku to tend to the rest. And that pretty much goes the same exact way. Then we get to the scene of Grandpa Gohan, where Giran wants to try and win this one, just as he did with Bandages, try and get like another lead, considering the fact he lost to Devilman. But Grandpa Gohan, unbeknownst that it's him to the group yet, wishes to fight Goku on his own. And that fight pretty much goes the same exact way that it did in the original. With the only difference being that Giran is there, very surprised that this guy is Goku's grandpa. And the end result is ultimately the same. With Pilaf's gang then trying to attack, with Giran being there to back Goku up, the three know who Giran is, because I feel like they would, and they definitely back off. All in time for the 22nd Budokai tournament and the entrance to Tien, Master Shen, and Chaozu. And that's where we're going to be leaving things for the moment. So, what did you guys think about this episode, and what do you think will happen further on with the What If Giran Became a Z Fighter arc? I hope you guys are enjoying the story so far, with only 2 parts really, but I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you guys have enjoyed all my other videos on my channel thus far, and I hope you're looking forward to seeing more, and I'll see you guys in the next video.